My friends, is this episode 26 of the podcast? Is that what number we're on? Because I swear the last one, I just double checked. The last one on my thing says 25. I thought we were past that, but if we're on 26, I mean, that's pretty cool because for those of you who know, 26 is the Raichu number. It's Raichu's Pokedex number. So it's a special number, I guess. And I thought we were past that, but maybe not. I don't know. It's interesting, right? We have, I say we. I have a harder time keeping up with the podcast number since we only do it once a month now. It feels very rare. But yeah. Anyway, welcome back. I hope that you've had a great month. You're coming to see this at the end of July, so I hope you've had a great July. The last episode was, of course, the last weekend of June. So. I hope your July has been great. We're in the heart of the summer. It's been a nice, cool summer here. And by cool, I mean anyone else would consider it hot, but it's cool in comparison to, what it is sometimes. But yeah, we're in the heart of the summer now. We've got my subathon coming up, which by the time you see this, it'll be 5 days until the subathon, which is crazy and exciting and kind of my big stream time of the year. I'll be able to take a little time to relax and rest after that because I put a lot of mental energy into this subathon. Even if, you look at it and you probably think like, wow, Raichu made this schedule. It's kind of ass compared to other ones I've seen. And it's kind of, like it doesn't seem like he's putting in that much effort. I promise I'm expending a great deal of effort. At least, I mean, comparatively, right? I'm sure there's people who do streaming full time or, they don't have a job, whatever it may be, that they have a little more time to put into their subathon, maybe making the graphics or whatever they do. But you know what? For a full-time, not full-time streamer, I promise I put lots of time into my subathon, and it's going to be nice. I mean, I hope it could just last forever. But, once it's done, we'll take a little time for ourselves to relax and chill and spend time with Jax and all that good stuff. So, the subathon's coming up. But we'll talk more about that later. First, we have a question. And I think it's an interesting question. It's kind of broad. I feel like it would be really easy to talk about, for 50 hours because of the broadness of the question. But let me read the question to you. It's from Bat. I assume that's Hiding Bat. But it says, what series, either TV or game series, do you feel not necessarily obsessed with, but very fond of or very interested with? To be fair, I'm a bit of it with Poppy Playtime, but not even because of the game nor lore, just the cartoons of the characters. They're just so cute. Plus some songs that some peeps did, and they're just perfect. So I think that's interesting, right? So, obviously there's series where I could say, I'm more interested in the games, but I'm trying to think what games maybe I have that are like that, where I don't even play the games per se. But I think the content is neat. I guess something I would say, and I can't even say that I'm obsessed with it in any way or even close, but I think FNAF is pretty cool, and combined I probably have 2 hours total of gameplay of that game. But I've watched I watched the first movie in theaters. I'll watch the second movie in theaters. I've watched many streamers play it. I think it's pretty neat. Do I own any merch? I might have a Foxy plush or something. So I can't say that I'm anywhere near super into, but that's one I guess that I really haven't played at all, but I think is pretty cool. Let's see what else. We'll just go back. I mean, there's many series I'm into. I think asking anyone on the internet if there's series they're into, any person would tell you a billion of them. I mean, I could say Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon for 30 years now almost. And obviously played many of the games, and if not all of them pretty much. I can't even tell you how many Pokemon games I own. Too many. And then, there's stuff like Mario, obviously. I'm a Nintendo kid. I grew up playing Nintendo franchise, Zelda. All of this series I love. So, I could name a trillion series, but I do want to, think if there's others where I think they're pretty cool. Uh, See, I'm not sure I have any series that I'm like would say like I'm super like ultra into, but haven't played a lot of the games. I mean, like even something like the thing that came to mind was like Sonic, because I haven't played like every Sonic game because I mean I don't know, I didn't grow up as a Sega kid. I mostly played them at friends' houses or stuff like that. I never even owned any Sega console. Well, I guess I owned the Dreamcast. That's how I played Sonic Adventure, but like I never owned any Sega consoles as a kid, particularly except the Dreamcast. So like I missed out on having the fondness that some people do. But I still think Sonic's really cool. Although I haven't watched the movies. Um, is there any shows that are like that I haven't particularly watched? Maybe that I think are cool. Um, yeah, it's tough to say. Like series that I'm into. Like that I like. I'm a big fan of the Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul universe. I've watched those are two series I would say of like the rare series that I've watched every episode multiple times or like watched in a complete fashion. Like there's other shows, right, that like I watch an episode here or there sometimes, but like those are shows uh that I've watched, like sat down and like, all right, start the series, like first episode, and watch the whole thing through multiple times. I still remember, because like I tried watching Breaking Bad once, like when I was, like before I actually got into it, and I watched like I think the first episode, maybe the first two, but I think just the first one, and I really thought it was kind of boring. And I remember the day pretty darn well that Toshabi was like sitting on our couch. This is like 10 years ago now, almost probably. And he was on our couch and he like started watching Breaking Bad. And I'm like, oh God, like, because if you guys know, like, if your partner starts watching a show, you're kind of, you're going to be seeing it around, right? And if you're not interested in it, like, you're going to be seeing a lot of it, most likely. And I was like, oh God, this show, like, I remember watching this first episode. This show was so boring. Like, now I got to sit down and watch this. But, I was like, I mean, I didn't have to, but like, I was like, all right, I'll sit down and I'll try to watch it. And then we watched like a couple episodes and then bam, hooked. And it was like the most hype thing ever. And like every episode was like a edge of your seat, incredible experience, cliffhanger. And so, yeah. That's a TV series I like. Here's an interesting one that transcends games and shows and all kinds of stuff is South Park. Like I've talked before about how like South Park is a great nostalgic show for me. Like I remember like sneakily trying to watch it as a kid because like, your parents oftentimes don't let you watch adult things like that. And so I would like sneak watching it and I mean I probably extra liked it because I wasn't supposed to be watching it. But like it really brings me back to my childhood a lot, and it's not a series that I keep up with, right? Like I can't tell you even like the latest season episode that I've ever watched, right? Like they just started season 27 and there's a lot of controversy around the latest episode because Donald Trump was in it and he's suing them or something, I don't know. But like, so I watched that episode, but like before that, I don't know what the latest episode I watched is because it's not something I super am involved with. Like I see the games come out. I actually own the newest game, the South Park Snow Day game, but I haven't played it. And so it's like I'm interested in the series. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. Like I would say I'm a South Park fan, but I'm not super. I don't super keep up with it, and like I haven't seen a lot of the content, and I haven't even played all the games, obviously. And there's not that many, in the South Park universe. There's like 3 in the N64 era, and then there's like 3 modern day, which is the Fractured But Whole, Stick of Truth, and the latest Snow Day one. I think that's all the games. I believe there's only 6 actual like true South Park games. There's South Park. It's just called South Park. It's the first-person shooter. There's Chef's Love Shack, which is like a Mario Party-esque game, and then there's South Park Rally, which is kind of funny, that's just like a Mario Kart clone. So they just like copied, like in the N64 era, it's like, all right, what are the most popular games? Well, GoldenEye, Mario Kart, and Mario Party. All right, let's just copy all those. Where's their like Mario 64 South Park game. That would be sick. Imagine you're Eric Cartman, you're doing like backwards long jumps and stuff. I don't know all the fancy Super Mario 64 tech you do, but like you're doing like backflips and triple jumps and all this crazy stuff. That would be sick. They should have done that, dude. No, unironically, that does sound kind of sick. You know, like Battle for Bikini Bottom? Are you guys familiar with that SpongeBob game? Great game. But like, imagine if they did that with South Park. That would be kind of cool, like a platformer type game like that. I don't know. I think it sounds pretty sick. You know, they did obviously like the 2 RPG games, which is really funny. Like, not the genre. If you like, after that break of like the 3 and 64 era games, like if you asked me to guess what the next genre would be, I probably would not have said RPG. But I mean, more credit to them, I guess. They made a lot of different genre games. Some games they just never break out of their shell. I guess maybe, you know, maybe they realize like Mario, you know, he's got platformer, he's got RPGs. They're like, let's be like Mario. He's got racing games, he's got party games. They're like, let's be like Mario, which I mean is smart. I got to give him credit. That is incredibly smart, to be honest. I wonder if I would have come up with that decision if I was a game developer for South Park, or like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that works exactly. Do you bring your license? You bring your license and you're like, hey, we want to make a platform, or, you know, like they never made a platform, but we want to make a first-person shooter. Who wants to take on a South Park first-person shooter? What studio? And then the studio's like, oh, we want to make a South Park first-person shooter. Let's do it. I guess that's probably how it works, right? I don't know any better. But yeah, so South Park, I think, is a good example. I don't know, like, what other game series are there that, or like any kind of series that I don't know. I feel like if I'm that into it, like, I know some people like to like just like learn about like a series and then just go like read all the TV tropes pages, or I don't know what the kids do these days, go on Reddit and look at all the things. But I don't know. I think I just like to actually watch or consume the media rather than just learning about it if I'm that interested. But I guess FNAF, I guess the biggest example for me is FNAF, because I don't think the gameplay is that fun, but I do think it's cool, like they got this whole world, and I think I've tried playing it and it's just kind of boring to me, but I do think it is cool. So I think that's probably the number one example for me would be Five Nights at Freddy's. And I don't know, maybe Poppy's Playtime would fall into that. Though Poppy's Playtime, I think, would be more something I would play, maybe. I guess you could say like Indigo Park. I haven't played that because I've watched so many people play it, and it's just like, I guess, is it the demo or like episode 1 that's out? I don't know, but like, but even that, I can't really say that I'm like super into the lore. I don't even know any of the characters' names, I don't think, except Rambly. I have the plushes of the characters, the dragon, there's like a bird, there's like a sheep or something, I think. But if you asked me to guess, I would be dead. Like if you said like, right, you have to guess these names or you're dead. Oh, I'm dead as hell, dude, because I have absolutely, I think one of them is named Sheila, but I'm not actually sure which one. So like, yeah, I'm pretty screwed. I don't even know if that's true. If there's any Indigo Park fans, they might be thinking, wow, right, you just said the name of a character that definitely does not exist. What an idiot. And then they're laughing at me. Ha ha ha. Everyone's laughing at me, and I'm so sad and hurt. But realistically, yeah, I don't really know a lot about it. But I do think it's pretty neat. But, you know, there's something like games that don't have a lot of like scary games, right? That are all about the atmosphere. I might as well just watch them because I don't get scared. And if there's not much to do, like a game like where there's gameplay, like you have to shoot stuff or you have to do something other than like walking around spooky place, basically. I mean, I guess, you know, you could say, well, FNAF is you have to do actual stuff. True. That's true. But I feel like most of the gameplay is like being scared, right? And the actual like shutting doors, at least like in the first one, shutting doors is not like, for me anyway, and I'm not trying to insult FNAF if you're a big fan and you think the gameplay is super awesome. For me, I don't think it's like that much gameplay. Like I don't get much out of you know, oh, I gotta shut the door. Whoa, they're coming. Time to shut the door. Oh, baby. Like just effing kill me at that point. Just come and eat my brains or whatever the animatronics want to do. I don't know what they do. What do? They eat your brains? Not sure. But yeah, so I guess that's really all the choices I have. I mean, there's many game series I'm into, like I said. I mean, unfortunately, we can't say Chrono Trigger is a series. They don't have enough games, but I love Chrono Trigger. I mean, I like all the mainstream stuff. I like Final Fantasy, the series. I like Dragon Quest, Digimon, Pokemon, Mario, Sonic. I mean, I like all those things, and I would say I have, that goes along with having a game collection with 4,000 games in it. I own a lot of games on all those series, so there's not really any that I could say that I'm like I'm not knowledge like I've never played any of the games. Like even games like Sonic, where I would say like, oh, I haven't played all the Sonic games. I've still probably played at least like 10 Sonic games, and that's like minimum. So like, I can't even say that I'm just completely I don't know anything. Like I'm clueless. No, I'm pretty clueful on everything. Donkey Kong Country, another series I really, really, really love. Really, really, really love. The new ones for Donkey Kong Country. They don't blow me away. But I still respect that the series is being kept alive, that they're doing things. They don't feel like they have the same heart to me. They do have some good soundtracks. But, a lot of it just comes down to nostalgia, right? It's like everything seems more magical as when you're a kid, and oftentimes when something had that much magic, even as an adult, the magic will hold up. So, it's hard to look at things without the nostalgia goggles sometimes. And I'm a nostalgic guy. I like nostalgia. I like the feelings. I like going back to those feelings of just shock and awe and wonder of childhood, no work to go to or something. But I think for me, and this is kind of, it's pretty darn unrelated to the question, but something I really enjoy is there's so many games in the world. Like I don't play new-ish games that often because there's still so many games out there. Like, over the past few months in particular, I've been buying a lot of Japanese exclusive games that we didn't get in the US, that I can get a fan translation patch for. Because there's so many awesome games out in the world that obviously there's like a trillion just in America that I've never played as well. But it's been extra fun to get some stuff from Japan that we never get to see here because it's just something completely different. And that's what I love about video games is like you can still have those magical moments of like, wow, this is really incredible. Like, and it doesn't hit as hard as it would as a kid, obviously. Modern games can do the same thing, obviously. Like when I played Celeste, like, wow, what a game. Like Hollow Knight. I've enjoyed the gameplay of Hollow Knight. I can't say that it left any sense of wonder in me or anything. But like something like Celeste, I would say there was some sense of wonder there with me. What other games in the modern age have left me with a sense of wonder? I mean, not a lot. Sea of Stars was a good game. It gave me that nostalgic hit that I like. But it is harder for me these days to come up with something that'll give me that sense of wonder. But I like trying old games that I haven't got to try before, and I know there's emulators and stuff, but I always buy them because I don't know. I like owning them, and I like playing them on the original hardware, or not the original hardware, but on a TV. I usually so most of my games I play on a console called the Polymega, which is it's basically an all-in-one. You can play pretty much every disc-based game that has come out. So, like, you can play just to give you a few examples, like Sega CD, Sega Saturn, PlayStation, like a lot of different disc-based games. And then you can play cartridges like your NES, SNES, N64, Genesis, TurboGrafx, and the Japanese counterparts. So it enables me to play them on the TV, sitting on the couch in front of the TV with my puppy next to me. Like, I don't know, the way I kind of prefer to play retro games like that rather than sitting at my PC. And don't get me wrong, I love sitting my ass on my computer chair and just, sitting at my computer. I love computers. I spent the last freaking 20 years being in front of a computer. I love it. But like, I do enjoy playing those types of games on the couch, as I did as a little tiny kid. Although as a little kid, I would sit on the floor a lot, or maybe on my bed. No, I think honestly mostly on the floor because my bed was a little far for the Super Nintendo cords to reach from my TV. But I'm not sitting on the floor as an adult. Hell no, dude. I'll be in pain. I'll be in pain. I'll be aching for a week after that. So, but yeah, I really have such a passion for old games just because I don't know. It's awesome. It's so cool. And like I've spent my entire life basically at this point playing old games since, I played old games when they came out, and now I'm still playing old games many years after they came out. So we'll say our whole life. And there's still like every day I basically see a game that I've never heard of or multiple games that I've never heard of. And I think that's really neat. Makes me feel like, yeah, I mean, I can pretty much go my entire life always learning about new games and like continuing to, and that's not even counting the new games, right? We kind of talked about it on my stream the other day. I made a comment about like, I have too many games to play. I don't need to play, like a lot of people like playing like mods on games, right? And I'm like, I have so many games that I don't need to play mods because like I could spend the rest of my life playing original games, like unmodded, and it would already be too many games for me to ever get through in my lifetime. I'm certain, probably even if I stop now, if I stop, like I meant like if I never bought another game and I stopped working so I had actual time to play games, I probably still already at my young age have more games that I could ever play in my life. So, it is what it is. It is what it is, but, I'm prepared. Listen, some people suffered during the pandemic. I didn't. I got to play so many video games. I had all the time in the world to play lots of video games. But listen, I like going outside, so I just say, I'm going to go outside instead of being stuck inside because, I don't know, I like the outside. Some people don't like touching grass. I love touching grass. Being outside is so cool. The pandemic was tough on me for that reason because, yeah, I like being out and about. But it's funny. I think honestly, I think I'm like the perfect mix because I really like being out. I also like playing video games and being inside. But I also really, really like being out. So, like, the meme, get you a man who can do both. I think I'm pretty exemplary in doing both because, yeah, both are pretty awesome. But I get antsy doing either for too long. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, God, let me go home and relax for a bit. And sometimes I'm like, oh, God, let me get out of this house. I've spent too much time indoors. Like, that's why usually on the weekends I insist on doing something out, even if I'm a little tired just from like being indoors at work. Like I'm still almost always eager to go out because I'm like, man, I've been cooped up inside. I need to see what's happening in the world, like who knows what could be happening out there. So it's good stuff. I quite enjoy both, but I guess on the topic of being inside, we've got a subathon coming up. We're going to be stuck inside for who knows how long. And I think I've finalized the schedule. Well, by the time you see this video, it will be finalized, obviously, because this comes out after I promised I would post the subathon schedule. So if you haven't seen it by now, well, go look in the Discord or on Twitter or on Blue Sky. But like, if it hasn't been posted, that means I somehow screwed up big time, which I'm not actually sure how I would even screw up at this point because I'm pretty sure it's done. And if it's not done, then like I would have, if it's not done, then I would do it, right? Like if I, let's say, today's Friday. Let's say I wake up tomorrow, Saturday, and I'm like, oh, I need to post this on Sunday. but I haven't done it. So then I would just do it, and then it would be done by Sunday either way. So I'm not really sure what it would take for me to finish it. But if that happens, I apologize. But yeah, it should be good. I wonder how long it's going to go. Our subathons usually end up, I think, let's see, our first one in 2022, I think, was 14 hours. 2023 was, let's see here, I think also around 14-ish hours, maybe a bit more. I think maybe last year's was it only, no, it was more than 12. What was last year's? Hold on, let me check. I think I have all the videos saved. Subathon, where is it? Subathon. I think I have it saved in this folder. Nope, that's a text document. Wow, what did I write in this text document for 2023 subathon? Did I write anything good? I'm just going and blast from the past. Oh, wow, I had a strict schedule on this one. I had like 8 a.m. do this, 9 a.m. do this, 10 a.m. do this. Wow. That does actually sound kind of fun. I guess last year I did a chat choosers game for my Steam library. That sounds fun, but I guess we already kind of have a thing that's coming with that. But anyway, let me see. Where is this video? Where the F is this video? I swear it's in this folder. I'm gonna find it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. But yeah, 14 hours seems to be around our sweet spot. I thought last year's went to like 16. I could be wrong, but I think it did go to like 16. And I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. Sorry. Don't mind me. Give me a sec. I gotta find this. Man, I really didn't put it in this folder? What folder did I dang put it in? Let's check. Nope, it's not there. Oh, maybe it's here. Hold on. This is videos 1+. Here it is. Okay. So this lasted. I can't see it until I click on it, so you might hear the intro for a second. That lasted 13 hours. So 13 hours. Wow, that little? That would only get me to like 9 p.m. Interesting. So 13 to 14 hours. Because I remember the one in 2022 was like 14 hours because I started at 2, I remember. And I think I went until like 4 a.m. I was quite tired. I prefer starting in the morning. It's just hard for me to be a night owl in this day and age. I'm too old, It's like, oh, I gotta be up past like 2 a.m. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, so I don't know. I mean, I guess the most likely outcome is in the range of 12 to 14 hours, most likely. But you never know. I mean, one crazy person can bump that up quite a bit. So who knows? Maybe we'll have a long one. Maybe Raichu will be tired. I don't know. Like 13 hours is no problem as far as like tiredness. I mean, shoot, I spent like 18 hours over the course of the weekend just being on Orca's stream. No more than 18, huh? Like 20, huh? Maybe on his subathon. But yeah, it's no problem in terms of tiredness. The only reason I wouldn't go for like a billion, I mean, I would if the subs made it such, then I would do that. But the only reason why I wouldn't is because Jax needs walks and whatnot. It's tough on him. The subathon day is a tough one on him because, I mean, I guess if I did get to take him last year because the stream ended so dang early. So maybe he'll get to go this year again. Who knows? We shall see. Though I do this year, I have a reward where the timer's paused, so you guys might get some dang bonus time out of me. But we'll see. Hopefully I can do good and not have too much bonus time. You guys got to pay for your time. But yeah, I guess that's the real challenge is Jax, since it's just me. Well, that was the challenge. I mean, that's the only one that I was like alone in the house for was last year's, where Jax had to suffer a little bit. But He'll tough it out. I'll make it up to him. He'll get treats from you guys as well. So, that's a good consolation. I think he'll tough it out, assuming he gets treats, which he does because we made that a sub incentive. So he'll get food. So he'll be okay. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough for him. But I guess that's the benefit also of doing it in the summer is that it's hot anyway, so he might not be as motivated. Although he's pretty motivated in general, even when it's hot, to want to do stuff. Like he's kind of like me. He's kind of always down to do stuff, and it's kind of funny. I always find it funny that I got a dog that's so much like me. Like he wants to get his sleep. Like he definitely does not want to be disturbed outside of his. He needs his like. Well, for him, he's like a puppy, so he needs like 10 more than me. But like, he needs his sleep, and he doesn't want to be disturbed during those hours. But other than that, he's like hella down to do anything. So good job, Jax. I hope you enjoy your treats that our adoring fans will inevitably be giving you in a few days, and hopefully he won't eat my Valve Index controller. I need that. I need my Valve Index controller. He did cost me, how much did that Valve Index controller cost? $300 or some crap? Now, part of it was on me. I should put all the controllers up before the subathon starts in case he's, lurking around so he doesn't eat them. That would be the right thing to do. So, Raichu, make sure you do that. Make sure you remember to do that, Raichu. I'm reminding myself right now. Will I remember on the day of? Who knows? Well, Raichu, you could just make yourself a note. No, I refuse. I'm too boomer. I'm too boomer to make a reminder for myself in like my freaking phone or something. That would be too smart. Raichu, you can put it in your Google Calendar. I know I should. But I don't know. I like living life the hard way. It's so funny. I'm very stubborn. Like, it's funny. Like, something like grocery lists, right? That is a boomer thing. Like, boomers love to do that. And I'm that bitch that's like, I go to the grocery store and like, I should just make a list. Like, there's nothing bad about making a list. There's nothing difficult about making a list. Like, it's very easy and it's very smart. But I refuse to make a list. Like, I go to the store and I just wing it. And oftentimes, like, more often than not, I forget something. But like, I'm a bad bitch, dude. I ain't freaking making a list. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna show up there and try to remember what I need. It's funny, right? I'm stubborn. I'm a little stubborn. If you guys didn't know, I know it's crazy, but I am indeed a little stubborn guy. That's me. I'm set in my ways, I suppose, so to speak, oftentimes, which I guess that's kind of a boomery trait. But I don't know. I guess I'm not completely set in my ways. Like, I'm usually open to learning or trying new things. Just not with everything. But I try. So that's going on, and then yeah, I guess for the rest of August will just be normal. I don't really have a lot. I don't. There's no like. I don't have any like trips planned that are gonna like make me miss streams, or anything like that coming up. So I guess we'll just be grinding out the normal schedule. Chain of Memories will be starting at some point, probably later in the year. I kind of like the idea of doing Chain of Memories or like Kingdom Hearts game in general at the end of the year. Maybe Kingdom Hearts 2 will be next year. Who knows? Fork is watching this. He'll be excited. But I don't know. Should I be excited? Everyone hates Chain of Memories. Should I be not excited? Should I be scared? I don't know. I trust Chili Max. He would never betray me. So if he thinks it's good, I'm sure it's going to be great. What if I really, really love it? Is that going to be hilarious if I'm like, wow, this game is way better than Kingdom Hearts 1? That would be funny. It might happen. You never know. Sometimes I'm a weirdo. I do like black sheep in video games sometimes, like the game that other people don't like. Sometimes I do like those types of games because I like kind of unique and different experiences compared to, the norm, just to use a random example, like I'm a fan of the Duke Nukem series and the one on the N64, 0 Hour is quite different from the main game series, but I love it. And I mean, even Zelda, right? Like, I think Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game, and that's like kind of the black sheep in the family of Zelda games. So I don't know. I like unique and fun experiences that are a little different. Well, sometimes they're not even fun. Like, it's hard for me to say, like, Majora's Mask is fun. Like, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but what a cool and unique game it is, you know? So, I'm sorry if I offend anyone. I don't know. I love Majora's Mask, but playing it is rough, but I really, really love it. That's a good answer, actually, for a game that I don't necessarily love playing. Like, I've obviously played it. I played it as a kid. I played it a little as an adult, even. But like, I know more of the lore, and I'm more into the world and the lore, and like watching people play it than actually playing it myself. Because playing it myself is very rough, and as an adult, it's hard to get motivated to play something that is stressful. You know, it's very difficult. See, when I was like 20, like I'd be more motivated to play League of Legends because you know I could play it. But now it's like, oh, do I want to play this stressful ass game? Only with alcohol. That's the only time because, yeah, you know, it's tough. Wonder if drunk Majora's Mask would be fun. No, it would probably be impossible because I would achieve nothing, and it would just not be fun because I'd be just losing and doing nothing at all times because it's freaking Majora's Mask. But I love that game. So, you know, that's how it be. So Chain of Memories, we covered that. You know, we're bringing back the wine hour with Chili Mex. That's always a classic. Pretty much our one recurring like same segment like that we've had that hasn't, you know, doesn't necessarily change, right? Like we've had other people come on a lot of, you know, like every year and stuff, but like not necessarily like the same thing. And with Chili Mex, we are now having the 4th annual wine hour with Chili Mex. It's going to be a good time. Need to figure out, I'd like to go buy some more Italian wine to celebrate Italy, where Chili Mex is from. But I don't know if I will, because I already have a lot of wine. I always keep, so I have a wine rack, and it holds up to 16 bottles, and I almost always keep it fully stocked. But I can't say, like, I certainly don't drink a bottle of, like, even one bottle of wine a week. I probably barely drink one bottle of wine a month, realistically, unless it's, like, a special occasion, or I have someone over who really likes wine, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, okay, well, let's just, you know, bust out some wine together. Because on my own, like, I don't know. The annoying thing about wine is for me, well, I don't know. I guess you can, there's ways to preserve it, but like, I'm just one guy. So if I open a bottle of wine, I got to drink the whole thing. And now that does sound fun, but sometimes it's more appealing to have something that I don't have to drink a whole big thing of. But that's neither here nor there. So we've got that. We've got, I need to figure out, well, I don't know if I want to spoil everything because like I'm naming stuff, but those are the only ones you guys are really going to know about. We're playing a horror game with Tushabi. That's going to be good because it's a game that we bought it to play it like a long time ago, like last year or earlier. I don't even, maybe even earlier than last year, and never have gotten to. So it's going to be good. Some other special guests coming on. And of course, the famous wine hour and Chain of Memories with Chili Mex. Chain of Memories with Chili Mex. Well, that's kind of catchy. It's like they both start with C, so they go well together. So those will all be good. I've got some other things. Yeah, I kind of would like to maybe do the thing again where we let chat vote on a stream game, or not a stream game. Like we play something right then. You know, like I have all these games. We'll do a vote. Like, I don't know. It might be fun. I think it's fun just because I have a wide array of random ass things on my Steam. If I had an easy way to play like anything they chose, because like I don't have a way to like quickly play, like for example 3DO on my PC, then it would be cool to like go through my entire collection and say choose something. But that's not gonna be easy to do. So, but that might be fun, dude. That might be really fun. Maybe I need to do a winter. Is 2 subathons a year too much? Probably. It's probably overextending myself a little bit, and probably just a little bit jumping the shark, like as far as having too much, like too in it. Like it looks like I'm just, you know, I'm just there like, let's make tons of money off my viewers, which I really I really don't want to do. You guys know I never like making money from people. I never like, I bought a dang house. I didn't ask for any dang money. I had a wedding. I had all this stuff I could ask for money for, and I never asked for money. I just do the subathon because I think it's fun. It's not about the money. So I don't want to jump the shark. Maybe I guess we could do like a winter long stream, like a not sub incentivized. But then, like a lot of long streams, it's more fun if you have something like, I don't know, maybe I'll try to figure out something we can do in the winter. It's just winter is more hard because the holidays are there and stuff, and I never know what family's gonna plan. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to block off and say, okay, in December, like, and in November we're gonna do this. But like the two biggest holidays in the U.S., Thanksgiving and Christmas, are like around that time, and like it's gonna be difficult for me to tell my mom, hey, sorry, I have to go on the internet and be a dragon, so I can't do this family event. Like that's kind of hard to fly. I know it's difficult for me because I have a good relationship with my family. A lot of furries don't. Well, I have and Toshabi's family, I have a good relationship with them too. So I have two families that demand a lot of my time. And I say demand, it's not like they say you have to be here, but like I have good relationships with both. And like, my family is small, but Toshabi's family is big. Like I have like 4 nieces and nephews now. Like everyone wants to see me because like we're family. And so like it's the challenge is there's a lot of people demanding my time. And so yeah, that's kind of the challenge. And it's hard for me to want to make them feel like they're being shortchanged for a stream. You know what I mean? If there was something important that came up, which it's I'm a planner, right? So it's not like I'm just going to wake up and be like, hey, this week, I'm going to do this. I would be planning in advance, and then something comes up, and then I have to say no if I can't do it because I have a subathon, for example, or a big stream. So it's tough. And you know me, I don't like to cancel streams. I never, ever, ever, ever cancel streams. I'm always pretty good about, keeping my word. If I say I'm going to be there, I talk about it a lot, but like that's my motto is like, if you're going to set aside your time to come to my stream, the least I can do is ensure that I'm there when I say I will be, because otherwise you just wasted your time. Like you planned around my stream, for example, because I know people actually do plan around it and would like say, for just as an example, like maybe they were going to go out and do something and they're like, nah, I'm going to skip that because it's Raichu stream day, for example. Like people would actually do that. People are very kind to me and I could totally see that happening. So I try to be, I try to respect their time and be here when I say I will. So, anyway, I know I toot my own horn. I say that all the time. I'm like, guys, I'm so nice. I care about your time. But it really does matter to me that I respect everyone's time. And that's kind of one of the first things I kind of learned when I started streaming regularly on a schedule, like in 2020. I was like, like people have started showing up to my stream regularly and like talking about how it's like a very important part of their week and blah, 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 and all this stuff. So I should try to make sure I'm there if I say I'm going to be there. But I guess that's, in general, like that's my motto in life. I try to tough it out. Like I've told this, I think, before, and everyone's going to think I'm a hella boomer because this is really a boomer trait. But like I've been working my job almost 13 years and I have called out sick 0 times. And it's not, and don't worry, I work from home and I'm very rarely like contagious sick, but sometimes I might just wake up and feel like crap, like not like contagious sick, but like I didn't sleep well or something. But I dedicate myself to being at work at this time. And so I show up because I feel obligated to honor my commitments. Same thing. I mean, anything. If I say that I'm going to see you like if I'm meeting a friend for dinner, for example, and I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I say I'm going to visit you this weekend, like my family or something. There's nothing that's going to stop me. I've never had to cancel a trip like that. I've never had, even like, I don't know. It's just, it's something that's very important to me. And yeah, a little bit boomery because, you should, kids, do as I say, not as I do. Kids, it's important to give yourself rests. And, sometimes you might just need to take a mental health day, or you might just need to, have something that comes up that you need to miss work for. And so that's okay if you need to. Don't feel bad. It's healthy. However, for me, I find it healthy for me to honor my commitments because that's what makes me happy and comfortable. And, I don't know. I used to, like, when I was a young kid, and even when I worked at KFC in my teens, I called out a few times when I was, like, not very sick, to be honest with you, like, marginally sick. And I would just feel like crap, like, oh, I have a little headache. I'm going to call out of work. And then I would just not even enjoy the day that I have off now because I just feel bad that, like, I called out, So, find what works for you. And I'm not saying it's a good mindset to have, but for me, yeah, if I were to miss something that I committed to, I just feel bad. Same thing, like, oh, I'm really tired from this work week. Let me miss stream. I wouldn't be able to enjoy that time. I wouldn't be like relaxing. I'd just be feeling like crap. Like, damn, I just let them down not streaming when I said I was going to be there. So it's important. It's important to do what makes sense for you and what, take care of yourself the best you can. For me, the best medicine for me is good mental health. Thankfully, I'm pretty blessed with good physical health. Like I said, I rarely get sick, and I think overall I'm in pretty good health. I hope. I mean, I might drop dead tomorrow. You never know. I might drop dead right now. Who knows? Who the hell knows? But I think I'm in pretty good health. It's just really the important part is the mental health part. Taking care of yourself mentally, and I try to do that. I try to do that as well. But it's a little more iffy than the physical health. The physical health is great. I think it's great. I don't know. I haven't been to a doctor in a little bit. I should probably go to the doctor just to get a checkup. But yeah, it is what it is. Life is busy. Life is hectic. Proud of you guys for doing your best through it all. We're all powering through. Let's see what else is new and happening. Well, by the time you watch this, Kel's birthday will be about a week and change away. We have the Kel's birthday party coming up. That's going to be hype. I always enjoy a good birthday celebration. So we'll celebrate Kel. That's going to be cool. Chili Mex has a fursuit now. Can you believe that? I mean, I don't know if there's anyone who would be watching my stream who isn't like hip with these things that or watching my podcast rather, that isn't aware of all these things. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like these are very like big things in the Raichu community. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's basically, again, if you watch my stream, all these things. So I have no idea. I mean, I guess there could be someone who watches my podcast, but like doesn't watch my stream, maybe because of like time zones, perhaps. That could be a thing, I suppose. I never considered it too much, but I guess it could be a thing. So yeah, if you're not hip on the know, Kelmori's birthday's coming up. Make sure to come to our birthday party on August 9th. We're having it Saturday. The details are in the Discord. And go see Chili Mex's fursuit if you haven't seen it. It's on his Twitter. And I always post the stuff on the Discord as well, and I even show it on the stream just because I don't know. I like giving Chili Mex attention because he hates getting attention, and telling me that you don't like something, but I know like secretly it'll make you feel good. That's the surefire way to make me do it. You know what I mean? Like if I know that Chili Mex is the modest guy, he's gonna say like, "Don't give me any attention." But come on, have you seen his fursuit? Give him some attention. That's the Raichu way, so. Anything else cool happening? Subathon, birthdays, Chili Mex fursuit. Other than that, I mean, it's been a pretty quiet-ish July for me. I'm shocked July's over, but work's been pretty hectic. So I don't know. It's been a stressful month, honestly, just because of work stuff. But I'm doing my best, and I finished Tomb Raider. We're still uploading the videos. We're quite a ways away from, being caught up in videos, but I have a lot pre-recorded. I always pre-record a lot of videos because you never know what could happen. What if I get sick or something, or I can't make videos for a little bit? Then I'll have videos to put up because we're still going hard with the one video per day for the entire year of 2025, and I think we're still on track with that, so we're doing good. And yeah, Tomb Raider 1, stressful game, dude. Really stressful game. I don't know if it was just because I played a lot of it in July and it was a stressful month for my life in general. I guess that could have added to it. But wow, the game felt pretty dang stressful. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like Tomb Raider, but yeah, it's a little stressful. I'm feeling a little bit stressed. Well, no, I feel very relieved. I think I beat it like a week ago today. So I was very relieved to have finally finished it because, yeah, I don't know, that game, it's not really that long of a game, but it felt like, oh boy, it felt like it was dragging on because that game gets pretty rough. If you've never played Tomb Raider, I don't think I can recommend it for someone who's never played it. I have some nostalgia, so there was some nostalgia goggles even in the bad parts, but I'm not sure if you've never played Tomb Raider. It's rough. Those tank controls are pretty tanky, and not in the good kind of tanky, the bad kind. Tough game, but I hope you guys like watching the YouTube series. Some people have told me it's chill and it's nice, good vibes. So I hope that if you've watched any, you like it, and if you haven't watched it, I hope that you will watch it, or just on the background. Maybe you just want to hear my voice. I don't know. That'd be nice. I would appreciate having the views. So if you get a chance to, thank you. If not, no problem. I still need to figure out what we're going to do next. You know what I mean? As far as the next YouTube series, I haven't come up with that yet. I'm quite a ways ahead, so I don't have to rush into it. And I want to play something that's kind of like chill. You know what I mean? When you play like a really stressful game, you want to play something chill after. The same thing happens when I play my stream games. Like if I play something that was like a kind of a bear to get through, I want to play like a comfort game after that. So I'm trying to think of what comfort game I might want to play for YouTube. So if you have any ideas, what might make a good YouTube series or you might like to see, please do feel free to post it in the Discord or on Twitter, wherever. If you're not in the Discord for some reason, somehow you're watching this and you're not in my Discord, I guess, you can DM me on Twitter. I don't mind. Listen, I'm DM friendly. I'm a friendly guy. I think I'm all right. Relatively speaking, I think. I don't know. I hope. Maybe. You never know. I guess it will be posted. Yeah, we get that Alone in the Dark 3 challenge. I was thinking if I could tell you guys about it. It will be on the thing, but the Alone in the Dark 3 challenge is going to be really interesting on the subathon. I do wonder, like, I'm going to be tired. Like, I already, even just during yesterday's stream, right? Like, I was in pretty prime, like, conditions. Like, I was just chilling. It was a short stream. Like, it was just a normal day. Pretty easy day at work yesterday when I did that stream. And I had played like ass. So, like, am I cooked? Am I cooked when I do this challenge? I might be. I don't know, but I feel like I could be very well cooked on this. And if you guys haven't read the subathon schedule and you're listening to this, well, that's interesting. But basically, the premise of the challenge is that subathon timer will freeze until I get a sub 35-minute run. So, like, theoretically, I could spend like 5 hours losing on Alone in the Dark and not have any time come off the timer. So, like, I could be at the stream for a lot longer than planned because I never, got a good run on Alone in the Dark. And I think it's an interesting. I came up with that one on my own, and I think it's a really interesting reward that tests me to not just be, sometimes people phone it in the later hours of their subathon. I feel like they're just kind of there, but I want to see if I can still be, doing really freaking good. You know what I mean? Like if I can still be on my A game at however many hours in I play that, because it'll probably be quite a few hours in because it's a later sub goal. So if we make it to that, it'll be like at least probably 10 hours into the subathon. So am I going to still be able to play good? And even if the timer's 0, I guess I would have to still beat that before we make it out alive. So very interesting. I think it's going to be a fun one, guys. I hope that you'll enjoy it too. I thought it was pretty clever. And, every once in a while I think like, wow, I just came up with a really good idea. And that's one of the ones where I'm like, you know what? I kind of cooked there. I kind of cooked up a good one there, I think. I hope that you guys will agree. If not, well, you suck. Just kidding. You're awesome. But yeah, we got that. What else can we reveal? Well, we got the merch possible drop. We got the scary one, which is the chat chooses my next main series stream game to play. Could go horribly wrong, but it got a lot of votes for yes. So you guys want it. You guys want it. If it happens and it sucks because it's like you guys pick something that is not fun for me to play, and so thus it's not fun for me to watch, then well, you know what? You did it. I can blame you. That's the good part, right? Is I have a plausible deniability. Like I got a free out. I can just blame you guys if it goes wrong. That's really the only one I was kind of on the fence about. Like, would this be a good subathon redeem or not? And I think you guys saw that because I asked for a vote on it because I really was a little bit uncertain. But I hope that you guys are right. I think I trust you guys. Do I trust you guys? I don't know. I think I do though. I think. I'm not sure, but I think. So make me proud. Make me look very smart for trusting you and that we cook something up real good. I wonder what you guys are going to choose. That's my wonder because everyone likes so many different things, right? So what will you guys choose? Will it be an RPG? A shooter? I wonder if you'll be like persuaded. Will you be like, if Kel's in chat saying like, oh guys, I really wanted to play Destiny, will you guys be persuaded? Like, oh well, we like Kel, so let's help him get what he wants. Or will you guys be like out for yourselves and like everyone is kind of split on the votes? Like, I'm just gonna say like a random game, like I want Final Fantasy VII, I want Kingdom Hearts, I want, I've already played Kingdom Hearts, but like I don't know, I'm just thinking of games like I want, this, I want this. Or will everyone work together? Will you guys work together to be a, will you vote as one or will you vote as not one? I don't know. I'll be curious to see how greedy people are. Who has the most charisma to get people to vote for what they want? Like you guys love Leo. Maybe Leo will say, well, let's make him play, I don't know, what video games is Leo like? Roller Coaster Tycoon complete playthrough. I guess you could do that. How long would it take to play like a full playthrough of Roller Coaster Tycoon? Can you even do that? I'm not much of an expert on that game. But maybe Leo will charm you guys into having me do that. Who knows? I really don't know what to expect. And that's kind of the exciting part, is just to see how things shake up. Who has the most charisma to convince you to make me play what they like? I don't know. Maybe Kilmori will charm you. Maybe Chili Mex. Maybe Leo. I don't know. Maybe Gaby will want you to have me play Sonic, like a Sonic game, and you guys will be persuaded into that. I don't know. It's gonna be exciting. I for one am very excited. I'm always excited for the subathon. Last year I was a little stupid. I stayed up a little late. I had some drinkies with friends. This year, hopefully, unless something comes up, I'm going to get lots of sleep. I'm going to be way more energized, and it's going to be a good one. It's always fun. I wish, and like if I had all the time in the world, it would be awesome to be able to do like a 12-hour or more stream with you guys like every week. I wish I did. But it's actually really tough. Like I took Monday off after the subathon just so I can have it, because I need one day to do nothing. Or one day to like go outside, touch some grass, which will be Sunday. And then I need one day to do chores and stuff, which will be, Monday now, because Saturday, I presume I'll be streaming all day. But you never know. It could be more. It could be freaking Sunday could be gone too. Who knows? But we'll worry about that. Maybe if once I eventually maybe someday have a subathon where it goes for a couple days, then I'll be like, oh shit, that's possible. So now I plan around that. But until that happens, I'm estimating that my subathon will likely go around 12 to 16 hour range, like the others have gone. But you never know. Like I said, it only takes one crazy person. Like if someone donates 100 gift subs, that's 5 hours. Like, and obviously, like that's a shitload of money. But like, are there people around that have that money? That like I see people do that. Like some guy on Yasha's stream, I don't even think I've seen him there since, dropped 100 gift subs. So like, is it very possible? Oh, absolutely. I mean, it feels like it is to me. I don't know. Like all it would take is someone to come in and be like, "Oh, I really like your model. Oh, I can make you stream for 5 more hours. Okay, here's 100 gift subs." Which 5 hours would, tip the scales quite a bit in terms of like how long my stream's gonna go. It would go from like a 10 p.m. to like a minimum 3 a.m. for example, and things can snowball from there. Even my first subathon in 2022 looked like it was gonna end around like 10 or 11 p.m. And then we had a few like last second saves as like people woke up, because the thing is, the longer the subathon goes, the more likely people are. Like, there's definitely people who I feel like probably like me and my stream that aren't, very active. And I mean, I have to admit, like, there's people I really like that I'm not active in their streams or their communities, so I might miss if they had a subathon. That they might like either wake up or they just randomly see one of the posts on Twitter and then they join and then they're like, oh shit, yeah, let me give some subs to extend it. So like obviously the longer you're going, the more likely people are to see it and the more likely you are to go even longer. It's the snowball effect. It really is. It can easily snowball to quite a bit longer. And man, the one on 2022 never ended. I was so tired. I must have been closing in on 5 a.m. and I'm not much of a 5 a.m. stayer upper. Let me tell you, I'm a little bitch when it comes to that. So, more power to you. If you guys want to make me be a not bitch and have to stay up until 4 a.m., then you know what? Go for it. I challenge thee. I challenge thee to make me stay up all night, to have fun. We're up all night to get lucky. You guys know that song? It's a good song by Daft Punk. I don't hear a lot about Daft Punk these days. They still doing good, you guys think? I don't know what they're up to. They're living in the future as robots or whatever crazy ass stuff they do. I don't know. I hope they're doing well. Daft Punk, if you happen to be watching this and you want to donate to my subathon, they probably got a lot of money, right? Like, hook me up. Come on, Daft Punk. You can do it. All right, my friends. Well, I think that's about all we've got for you this episode of the podcast. So I hope you enjoyed listening, as always. And we'll be back next month with another podcast. I hope you'll enjoy the subathon as well. So thank you, as always, for your support. And have a great rest of your day whenever you might be watching this, because it's posted in the morning now. So you have like a whole day ahead of you, maybe. So enjoy the rest of your day. Much love, my friends. Thank you so much.